The question of who would head Gibraltar House in London has been the subject of much speculation, and now there's an answer, bittersweet as it is for GBC. Our own Jonathan Scott is stepping up to the post.
Well, saying goodbye to GBC with a heavy heart, because it's been a very special place for me, and there are so many great people here at Broadcasting House. It's been a privilege to work alongside them, and it's been a very exciting job. So it's definitely, it has been a difficult decision for me to take.
As has previously been the case, this was a direct appointment by the Chief Minister. It was announced today in Parliament.
Jonathan has a deep understanding of Gibraltar's community and its political relationship with the United Kingdom. These are the qualities we're looking for in sending a person to London who can be the voice of the government and the people of Gibraltar before Westminster, Whitehall and the diplomatic corps in London. I believe I found the right person in Jonathan, given that he is a talented communicator whose work for GBC has made him someone the community and the government respects and trusts.
Gibraltar and GBC loses a consummate journalist and professional at GBC, but while it will be GBC's loss, I hope it will be Gibraltar's gain.
I'm Jonathan Scott, and it's time to take a look at the weekend sport.
This is the first time GBC got to know Jonathan, a screen test for sports reporter in 2006. He got the job, of course, and went on to become one of the best-known figures in television and radio locally. Reporter, radio presenter, senior broadcast journalist, and most recently, the voice and face of Gibraltar Today, Radio Gibraltar's lunchtime news hour.
It's just been such a huge privilege to meet so many of the people that make Gibraltar a special place, and to get to know Gibraltar really well. And, I started off with the fishing crisis when the Guardia Civil was coming into Gibraltar waters and protecting Spanish fishing boats and going out and reporting on that. But we've had, staying at sea, we've had the OS-35, we've had the Brexit story, which has been a difficult one, but seemingly now moving on to a more positive chapters. We've had COVID, which was just massive. It completely upended our lives, and to live all of that so closely with the people of Gibraltar has been just the biggest privilege, and I'll never forget that.
Jonathan now goes from reporting on Gibraltar to representing it, a big change and opportunity.
I thought long and hard about it after it was offered to me. Originally, I didn't think it was going to work because obviously a very significant part of it is in London, and I've got a young family here in Gibraltar, and they were my main concern and still are. But having looked at the detail of it, I think that there are aspects of the job which are similar to what I've been doing, knowing the Gibraltar community well, knowing the politics of Gibraltar well, and in particular how those two things interplay with the United Kingdom and politics in the House of Parliament. So having been asked to fulfill this role, once I worked out that I thought it was possible, I thought it's a fresh challenge, let's go for it.
What does your new role entail? What are you hoping to achieve with it, drawing on this knowledge and understanding of Gibraltar's community from every aspect that you've reported on?
Well, I have to take that to the UK Parliament and make sure that MPs who may be thinking about saying something in the House of Parliament which has a bearing on life in Gibraltar, that they remember that we are British citizens here on the rock, and that the decisions they make there may have an impact on us, and to make sure that the Gibraltar story continues to be prominent there among decision makers in London, and not just decision makers, but maybe decision makers of tomorrow. I'll have to foster ties with all UK political parties and make sure again that they have Gibraltar at least in the back of their mind when they're making political comments and making decisions.
With Jonathan now stepping back from GBC duties, he had a message for long-term listeners and viewers.
I've been overwhelmed by the messages of support so far today, and just thank you to everyone.